Chris, what? Tell me what is happening, Chris.
I read the comics, all of them.
Tell me what is happening, dude. My whole expression the whole time. I'm just what? Something else. 5 seconds later. What? At the end, huh? What? My jaw, Chris. Yeah, my jaw hurts from being just on the floor this whole time.
I was gripping my pillow. I was just like,
oh my god, what is going on, everybody? Critic and the Common Man here. Critic and the Working Man here today. I'm still in my work get up, the button down, just for you. What is it, Jerry? Just
Jimmy.
Just for you, Jimmy. Just for you, Jimmy. That's
wow,
right.
You don't even know his name, Jimmy. This is why you should be on with me. I remember at least your first name.
Guys, if you have not seen episode 4 of Loki, go ahead and click off of this. Watch it. You will not be sorry. Come back so that we can discuss it. Chris, the spoiler warning is out there, which means we have free reign to discuss what the hell is going on in this show. What is happening, dude?
So there's robots. So the way I see it, I'm pretty sure this is Skynet. Okay.
Oh, right. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
I'm with you. Dude, oh my god, I'm blown. Okay, first things first. We deserve all of the credit. We should basically be brought in as honorary writers for the show because we called how they were going to get off of Lamentis 1. We said that they were going to create a variance, that somehow they were going to create it. My wife didn't think it was going to happen. She's like, no, they all die. It's not possible. I told her that life finds a way. They were going to create a variance, and they did. They were rescued, and then it just went up from there, dude. There is much to discuss. A lot of lore. Let's try not to jump to the end as much as we can, even though that's where the real meat of this is. Also, by the way, I feel obliged to say, everyone knows it at this point, but there is a post-credits scene at the end of episode 4 of Loki. So that's a second spoiler warning. If you guys have not seen the post-credits scene, just the one, you'll know what I'm talking about. Go watch it and then come back. All right, now, Chris, we can officially talk about everything that's going on. We have free reign. Nobody can get mad at us at this point.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Dude, we also, not only did we call that they were going to create a variance and get off of Lamentis 1, we also brought up the very interesting ethical and moral question of what happens when things get a little hot and heavy between the Lokis.
There was some softcore porn going on here.
Very, very softcore, some hand-holding. I'm not sure how softcore it gets before you can't really consider it porn anymore. That's really soft. But okay, sure. For argument's sake, let's just say it's there. Some real softcore stuff going on. But it's there. The attraction is there. Where do they go from here? Dude, things are getting wild. So they get rescued, and then immediately they're in captivity. Mobius
The pacing in this was quick. Very quick.
It happened fast. They had a lot to cram into. I couldn't believe how much they actually fit into this episode until it was over.
And they did it so well.
They did it so well. Agreed. I'm glad that they're not wasting too much more time before they let the TVA know that they were people. Like, I felt like they were going to beat around the bush, and Loki was kind of not just coming out and saying it, and then they put him into that like prison, that time repeat prison. I was glad
torture. That was awful.
That would be rough. Could you imagine? I mean, you would. I don't think it would take long. I think it would be like 6 or 7 times.
It's like physical and mental torture because he's being repeatedly told, "Hey, by the way, you're a piece of shit," and then he gets kicked in the balls.
How many times do you think you could like go through that cycle before you'd be like, I'll tell you everything you want to know?
I'd lose my mind. I would lose my mind so fast. I literally said that as I was watching it.
Dude, but I like to think I'd last like a year. No, dude. I think it would be like within 30 minutes. I'd be like, okay, I'm over this now. What do you need to know? Get me out of here. I will tell you whatever you need to know to get me out of here.
Which, Tom Hiddleston is an incredible actor, by the way.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Like that last part where he was just apologizing to her. To Sif and just realizing, like, that right there was all the character development that happened in all of the other movies in one episode.
Isn't that crazy?
They called him out on everything, and like, it was just cool.
Yeah.
This is a safe space, Loki.
It's a safe space. I don't know, man. I'm really, really into it. Okay, let's jump right into it, dude, because there's no beating around the bush. What is going on with these timekeepers now? And who is behind all of this, and why, and where are they? I still think it's possible that they're in the quantum realm. I don't think that is outside the realm of possibilities.
No.
I think it's very possible that these variants are somehow being pulled into the quantum realm. I don't know who's erasing their memory and making them think that they're supposed to be policing the sacred timeline. Are the timekeepers even real? Like, is that even still a thing?
It's the Green Lanterns. No, I don't know. I don't know, man.
God.
Like, I was blown away that they even showed us the timekeepers in this episode. I thought they were going to cut it off and show us the next episode.
Blown away that they showed us the timekeepers. A little disappointed that one of them is basically a walrus. I did think that they could have been a little more intimidating.
I'm pretty sure that is straight out of the comics, though.
Is it?
This is what they look like in the show, and this is the comics.
Okay, so there you go.
Yes, I agree. I like the first one's voice. When he spoke, I was like, oh shit, like that is a crazy voice. And then the other one was like just hitting every consonant. Like that was his voice choice.
Did you notice that the fight choreography was really bad in this episode?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Was I the only one that noticed that?
No,
like, don't get me wrong, the episode was
weird.
amazing.
The editing was weird. Like, they kept cutting at weird times. Like, it completely. I don't know if this is like maybe it's real. Wow, a lot of thought process coming out. It's really hard to edit a fight sequence because the pacing has to be quick, but you also have to cut it at the right time so that it looks real. I don't know if this is like the editor's first run at a fight sequence or what, or maybe the footage wasn't great. But there was a lot of bad shots where like you could tell it wasn't very real.
And like, dude, like when they were stabbing people, especially, I'm like, this is so clearly you're just holding your arm to the side of him. Yeah. I don't know. There was some fight scenes in this that I thought were really off, and the punching and stuff. It was bad. The fight choreography in this, I will say, for as good as this episode was,
but I forgave
was really bad. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's not like what we're watching this show for.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, all right, let's talk about it, man. We have to talk about it. What the hell are we supposed to interpret that post-credit scene as? So okay, I scoured Reddit pretty well after the episode,
and
theories. there's some brilliant minds on Reddit, and some people think that, and I need to go back and look at it again, but some people were saying that if you look closely at the background, it was like a kind of like a post-apocalyptic New York. You could see the Stark Tower, and so what they were saying is. Apparently you can, and it's all kind of worn down. So they're saying that the timekeepers are using these timelines as like a dumping ground for people that don't fit the timeline that they wanted. So obviously all these crazy Lokis, one of which is a freaking alligator, which is hilarious.
Right, yeah, I saw that.
The ones that don't fit their timeline, they're kind of purging out of the sacred timeline and putting here. Also, kind of interesting, if you look at Sylvie, Lady Loki, if you look at her timeline, it doesn't really make sense why she was taken. You don't really get it. How did she become a variant? Well, what some people were saying...
She was asking about that.
Right, and they wouldn't give her an answer.
And she
what
said,
some people
I
are
don't
saying...
remember.
Right, and what some people are saying is that she was purged because she has a good heart. And she was not the typical Loki. And if you look at the game she's playing like a save Asgard scenario kind of thing. Like she may be like a kind Loki and actually cares, and that doesn't line up with what the sacred timeline is. So that's why she was going to be purged. So there's a lot of theories out there. Obviously, leave a comment down below, guys, and let us know what yours is. What the heck is happening? But what do you think? I mean, do you have any ideas?
I did see that as like a post-apocalyptic world, and then I did kind of get the feeling like. I don't know if it's subconscious or whatever you want to call it, but like instinctually, my first thought was, okay, this is a dumping ground. This is a place where they're sending them all. And notice that when they get rid of somebody in the TVA, they say they prune them. They don't say that they're killing them or anything like that, you know? So, and let's bring it up now too. I don't think Mobius is dead. I think Mobius is in this world.
He got pruned, right?
Yeah.
So he's just in whatever. They can definitely go save him. He's just in whatever weird timeline they're sending people to, or he's in his own or whatever. But yeah, he's definitely not gone.
Unless they send them to like different ones, like maybe this one's only for Lokis, or
well, they may, but he's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
We know that being pruned doesn't just mean like being shot or killed or whatever. He's still alive somewhere.
That begs the question: if you know that Loki is such a powerful variant, why put them all in the same spot? That is so dangerous. If I was the timekeepers, I'd be like, hey, maybe not. Maybe let's dump them on an asteroid.
Well, I guess what I'm thinking is, okay, you got all these Lokis on a planet, and sure, they all have different powers, and some of them don't. Some of them are alligators and whatever. It's weird. But
The most powerful one.
The most powerful one of all. But what are they? How could they possibly do anything to the timeline from there? They don't have a tempad. They don't really have any way to get back to the TVA as far as they're concerned. As far as the timekeepers are concerned, they've been pruned and they don't have to worry about them anymore. They've just been dumped into
But
this
they're
new
also
timeline
magical beings.
they're magical, but I don't think they're magical on the same level as like I can like go into the quantum realm or wherever.
Yeah.
We don't know it's the quantum realm. They don't. As far as the timekeepers are concerned, Loki has no way of getting back to them. Just like he had no way of getting to them before without a tempad.
I mean, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know, man. I'm very curious. It's, I mean, obviously they're kind of hinting at all these Lokis teaming up, which is going to be interesting.
It's gonna be amazing.
Sylvie doesn't know, so she thinks he's dead. Also, dude, that
Right.
scene where Loki was just trying to find out if she was alive or not, that, like, it's
Pretty
weird
powerful.
because they are the same person, but at the same time, you kind of get it because they're the same person. There's like a cosmic connection there that
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, you're able to look past the fact that they're basically brother and sister in a different timeline, right?
But you can't look at it like brother and sister because that makes it so weird. You got to look at it,
It
as
does,
they're
but-
just two separate people who are kind of like the same person.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no
But they have the
weird way
same
to say
parents, you know? Like, it's just weird.
it. Yeah.
Well, I don't know that they have the same parents. I think they touched on it a little bit. I think she said she didn't know one of them, or like their upbringing was very different.
Yeah, you just I can't mentally think of them as brother and sister because it gets too weird. I just think of them as like different versions of the same person. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's strange. It's strange. But I think we've been making a lot of predictions. I think the way they're going to get out of this is the Lokis are going to do something big enough to where they you know how when you keep seeing those variants, this little line, and they have to
Yes.
stop them before it gets to the red
That
line?
theirs went straight up instead of, and it was
Right.
a different color.
I think the
so-
Lokis are going to do something where they just smash through that red line. And it does some weird, wonky time thing, and that's going to somehow get them back. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know how that's even possible.
Well, dude, you saw what happened when Loki kind of like when they touched hands and like just him and Sylvie. So imagine multiple Lokis in the same area, kind of creating a brotherhood or an orgy.
Or an orgy. That's not
Yeah.
out of the question.
I-
I'm
you
not
know-
even going to lie to you, dude. When Loki got pruned, I thought for sure he was gone.
too.
And the like Loki show was now going to be about Sylvie.
I did too.
I was like,
did-
oh my, no way did they
I
just do
was-
that to Tom Hiddleston.
I was discussing that mid sentence. I was like, "Man, that's crazy." But you know what? It's not. It's not that weird because she's still Loki, so it's no longer
still
about
Loki.
him. As soon as I said it's no longer about him, I was in the middle of finishing him, and then he popped up on the post credit screen. I was like, "It's not about him."
Yep.
I was like,
never
"Oh
mind.
shit."
It's still about him.
They are pulling us left and right with this show, man.
Yeah, they are. The writing on this is phenomenal. We've predicted a few of the things, but pretty minor things for the most part. Like the greater story, we have not. We have
Yeah.
not known what was going on. Guys, I don't know. Chris, you got anything else for this one?
I hate Disney for releasing one episode a week.
I know, but
wanna
they're
binge
keeping
it.
you subscribed. Dude, they're keeping you on that Disney Plus subscription. You know, every month they got something going on. It's like food and wine and flower and garden. Every month
Yep.
there's something to go and watch on Disney Plus. Next, it'll be what's next? What is next from Disney? The Eternals, Shang-Chi, Black Widow.
Black Widow comes out in a week.
Boo.
And then what's her name? Scarlett Johansson just breaks through your window right now.
Just comes in. Yeah, I don't know, man. We've made our peace with that. We've aired our grievances with that. I'm not a fan of the Black Widow movie coming out now. I think it should have come out 3 years ago,
Yeah.
but whatever. What do I know? I'm just.
I think
fan.
the Eternals is next, and then Shang-Chi.
I think you're absolutely right. All right, people, leave a comment down below. What the heck is going on? What?
What?
All right, no, I'm done.
Who's doing
I'm done.
this?
What? I got you. All right, what the heck is going on in Loki? What's going to happen next?
No
What are we
spoilers,
in
but
for?
let us know.
No spoilers. No spoilers, please. No spoilers. No pictures. So let us know. Guys, leave a thumbs up. We're going to be here every week. We're telling you with Loki. If you like what you hear and you like what you see, you can always subscribe. We appreciate that too. We have a bunch of videos and stuff in the works coming out, a bunch of popular movies and TV shows we've been watching. Other than that, Chris, we are out of here. That was Loki episode 4. We'll see you guys next week for episode 5. So long, everybody. Peace.